Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video we're going to be trying out some new makeup and it's going to be all focused on Wet n Wild. So I have a bunch of different products here to try out from them. I have their 3-in-1 primer water, one of these scented ones. I have their Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation, which I'm super curious to try out here. I have one of their Color Icon bronzers. I also have one of their loose highlighting powders to try out. And then I have some of these stick eyeshadows. These are called the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit eyeshadows to try out, and then also they released some new shades of their liquid catsuit liquid lipsticks, so I will be testing those out. All of these products were sent over to me in PR from Wet n Wild. I haven't tried any of them yet, so it's going to be just a first impression, trying these out, getting my first thoughts on them, etc. But if you are curious to try out some Wet n Wild with me, why don't we go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so we are nice and zoomed in. I am going to start off with the face. Like I said, this was all sent to me over from Wet n Wild. They sent me a very nice PR package with some of their new releases in there, which had me really excited. I've actually never received anything from Wet n Wild, so this was really cool to me. So thank you to Wet n Wild for this. This is not a sponsored video, but they did send everything over to me, and I'm excited to test it out. I asked over my Instagram stories, would you guys want to see a fully dedicated video with these products, or would you just want me to incorporate them in here or there? And it was like 89% of the votes said that you wanted to see a full video on it. So thank you guys who voted. So like I said, I'm going to be starting off with the skin. So I have the Photo Focus 3-in-1 primer water. And I chose out the coconut spray. So they have Rose Addiction, Cool as a Cucumber, and also In Love with Cocoa, which is the coconut one. So they also came with these little cards, so I'll be reading off them. I kind of feel like a game show host with these cards. Family Feud. That's my favorite game. Okay, so it says you just pump a few sprays to prep your skin, to set makeup, or to just refresh. These are available for $4.99. They're available on the Wet n Wild website now, so I'll have it linked down below, and then also mass retailers starting in January, so they should all already be available. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face here. I really like the way that it smells. I do like coconut. Feels good on the skin, so I'm just gonna let that kind of sink in for a little bit here to use as the primer. Don't mind my hair, I just got out of the shower not too long ago. I don't usually shower in the mornings. I'm more of like a PM showerer, if you will, but I'm filming this on Monday. The Super Bowl was yesterday. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go do anything with friends or not, and I ended up filming for a bit too. And then by the time it came around to like when I'd wash my makeup off and shower, the game had started, and I felt like watching that game. Doozy of a game, let me tell you. Next up, we're gonna try this stick foundation, which I'm nervous for. I'm nervous for this for a couple different reasons. I tried out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, the liquid foundation, when it first released, and I did not like it at all. So that has me a little nervous. I'm also not a huge fan of stick foundations. I generally don't prefer them, but you never know until you try. Alrighty, so for this foundation stick, it says it's infused with argan oil, sunflower seed oil. It's supposed to glide on seamlessly for even toned and moisturized skin. It says it has a creamy, buildable texture to provide medium to full coverage with a soft satin finish. These are available for $5.99. Okay, and they have available in 21 different shades. So they sent me 4 different shades, and they sent me the lighter ones. So I'm not sure. I have been self-tanning, but I haven't in like a week, so it's kind of faded a bit, but I don't know if my shade match will be the best. But I grabbed out Classic Ivory, and we will just see if this will work for me, but if the shade match isn't great, try not to like judge too hard. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my mirror, and then I am going to start to apply to the skin. Maybe the shade match won't be too bad. It's so hard when you're self-tanning to like constantly get your shade match right, but you know, that's your hardest problem for the day. You're doing pretty good. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab out a sponge. I do prefer usually sponges with my foundations, so this one here is just the Morphe Sponge, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to blend it out, see what we think. It did appear pretty creamy when I was gliding it on. I didn't notice it like tugging too much on the skin or anything like that. So just go ahead and see how it blends out. So far so good. I'm gonna bring it down onto my neck too, since I'm not sure about the shade match, and I'm kind of looking in the viewfinder. I don't know how great I think it looks, but sometimes you don't know till it's all blended out. Okay, I had my ring light on and I felt like maybe it was kind of messing with the lighting in the viewfinder because I feel like my skin looks different looking in my mirror than it did in the viewfinder. So I just turned my ring light off. We've had a bunch of snow on the ground, so it's made my videos pretty bright, so I haven't busted out any of my lights. And the snow is now melted, but I don't know, I just felt like something was like looking funky there, so I turned my light off. So I'm just filming in front of a window now, but here's what my skin is looking like. So I don't think that looks too bad, and I think the shade match is pretty good. Like, I feel like I can get away with this. I feel like it blended out pretty smoothly. I would say for coverage, I think that it's definitely more like medium because I can still see some, like I have some redness here and like just a little bit of redness on my chin. It covered up a lot. So I mean, I would say like a medium coverage. Maybe if I wanted to apply more, I could build it up to full coverage, but I like medium coverage. So this is where I'm going to leave it for right now, but honestly, I don't think that looks too bad. It definitely has more of a matte finish to me. That's how I feel like my skin is looking. So it says creamy buildable texture, medium to full coverage with a soft satin finish. I think it looks more matte than satin on me personally right now, but I don't mind it. So here's what my skin is looking like with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I'll be curious to see how I like it and how it wears and all of that, because like I said, I didn't like the liquid foundation, but you never know. And you know, it's $5.99, so that's nice and affordable. So here's a little bit of what my skin looks like. Hopefully it's translating better on camera with that ring light off, but hopefully you can see me. Okay, I'm just gonna grab, this is from Cover FX, this is the Power Play Concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add my concealer and some powder quickly because the next thing we have to try out is a bronzer. I'm just going to set the concealer with the powder in the Pur Contour Diaries set, which is in my February Shop My Stash. I'm not going to powder my whole face because usually the first time I try out a foundation, I want to try it out just by itself and see how it goes and all of that. And also, like I said, I feel like it's a little bit more on the matte side, so I don't really feel, a lot of times I don't set my powder if it's more of a matte foundation because I do have dry skin. So I don't feel like I always need that extra step. I will say it feels kind of dry on my skin. Like I almost feel like as I've just been, you know, kind of sitting here working on concealer, not that it feels like super tight, but it just feels just a little dry on my skin. Okay, I'm gonna keep rolling with my ring light off and hopefully this is okay. Hopefully. So I'm going to try out the bronzer next. So this is their Color Icon bronzer, and I chose out the shade Ticket to Brazil. It says this newly revamped bronzer comes in 4 fabulous shades, and the #1 bronzer shade in the mass market is Ticket to Brazil. It says featuring pearl pigments for a lit from within gleam. This new gel-infused cream powder hybrid formula will be sure to leave your skin looking luminous with a natural sun-kissed glow, and available for $4.99 as well. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. I thought this would be more of a matte bronzer, but yeah, I guess looking really closely at it, I can see a little bit of shimmer in there. It has this really pretty imprint on it. I've wanted to try Wet n Wild bronzers for a while. They came out with some in a collection. I actually went to my Ulta Beauty and tried to find them, but they kept getting sold out. So I'm excited. I really like trying out bronzers, and for $4.99, like if I like this one, that will be pretty friggin' awesome. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm taking a Real Techniques brush. This is the 400, and I'm just going to swirl that around in here and see how we do. Okay, so I think that's looking pretty. I'm just gonna build it up a couple times here on the skin, but I like the shade. I think that it looks nice. Yeah, I guess if I look closely, I can tell that it has a bit of that glow to it, but it's not anything like, it's not super shimmery or anything like that. So if it gets just like a nice glow, I would be totally down with that. I used to really love like just matte bronzers, and now I'm okay with a bit of a sheen, as long as it's not like too much, you know? Like I don't want like glittery or even like a super shimmery bronzer, but if it's more of like a glowy effect, then I don't mind it. Add some to my forehead here. So here's what the bronzer is looking like. I definitely feel, like I said, I can see some of that shimmer in there. I think it looks pretty good though. I like the shade. I built it up a couple times, but I felt like it looked pretty good. I still do feel like I'm feeling kind of yellow, so that just might be the foundation. I don't know. I was going to try to blame the light, but as I'm sitting here and I keep looking at myself, I do still, maybe that foundation might just have like more of a yellow undertone to it. Maybe that's what's kind of bothering me, but okay, so there we are. We got the foundation, we got the bronzer. Okay, so I went ahead and did my brows off camera, so I'm gonna move over to the Mega Lash Liquid Catsuit eyeshadows here. These have me definitely intrigued. So it says the fan favorite Mega Lash Liquid Catsuit Liquid Eyeshadow now comes in 3 unique finishes: cream, shimmer, and metallic. So they're supposed to be high impact liquid shadows. They have a lightweight silky formula while providing richly pigmented color that stays put. It says it's non-sticky, non-oily texture. It applies evenly and smoothly. And these are available for $4.99 each. So, okay. Okay, so I was looking at these ones that come in the cream finish because a lot of the shades were like what I would consider to be a transition color. If I'm going into an eyeshadow palette and I'm grabbing kind of like a lighter brown shade or something, that's what they reminded me of. So then my second thought was, if you're familiar with the duos that Huda Beauty just came out with, there's their cream or their liquid products on each end, but you're supposed to be able to put the matte shade into your crease and blend it out, and then like the metallic shade onto the lid, and it's supposed to be super fast and easy. That was the first thing that popped into my mind, and I don't know if this is right at all, and I don't know how many of you are yelling at your camera, but you know what? We're gonna try this because I think that sounds like fun. I kept wanting to purchase one of the Huda Beauty ones, and I was watching people try them out, and I thought that like, they looked really interesting, but I haven't done it yet, and I think those are like $25 or something, and these are what, the $5 each, so $10 if you want to do like the 2 shades. So why not give it a shot? It's makeup, it washes off, it's fine, it's fun. So the shades that I grabbed out, this one is called Putty in My Hands. So this one is the cream formula, and I feel like that looks like a nice like transition, you know? And then I wanted to grab, this is one of the metallic ones, and this one is in Ruby Heist. So it's like a red, you know, I figured Valentine's Day is coming up, like why not? Let's just try something. So I did put concealer on my lids when I used the Cover FX concealer, and then I also did set it with that powder, but I'm just gonna go ahead and try this, and if it's wrong, then you know what, we move on, and it's all good, and we had fun together, you know? So this is what the applicator looks like, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do, like when I was watching the Huda Beauty video, she did 4 dots on the lid and then blended it. Let's try it. Okay, I kinda did like 5 because I wasn't sure if that was enough. And then I'm gonna grab out a blending brush. This one is from Karity. This is the E31. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that just like I would like a regular eyeshadow. Wow, okay, I'm actually not mad. Like right off the bat, I thought this isn't going to blend. It's gonna be really sticky on the eyes and it's just gonna be a mess. That actually, wow, that actually doesn't look bad. Okay, seriously, that doesn't look bad, and that was super easy to do. Did you guys see it or hear the surprise in my voice? Because I really wasn't sure that was gonna work out. Okay, let's do the other eye. Nice. Okay, so we're just gonna do some dots here. Okay, all right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Come on, second eye, be the same. That seriously blends so easily. I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. Okay, I think that that's looking pretty good. I know I added just a little bit more on this side, so I can kind of tell that I got a little bit more product over here, but I still think that it blends really well. And it just, I think it looks really good. Like it looks like a regular shadow. Huh, I'm intrigued. And I'm just gonna kind of pat, yeah, so it's dry. It's totally dry. Yep, this one's dry too. Huh. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna try Ruby Heist now. This is where it could all go terribly wrong. I really wanted to grab out like one of the nude shades, or like there was a pretty copper one. I was like, no girl, go for the red. Go for the red. Okay, so here's what this applicator looks like, and I'm just gonna go ahead. Ooh, that's really pretty. Run that all over the lid. Okay, I don't think I'm the greatest at like applying shadows that way, but I don't know if I should take this same brush and try to blend it. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush. Okay, this is from Karity. This is an E30, and I feel like I should be working quickly with liquids, but I'm just gonna try to blend a little bit on the eyelid. And I don't know why I did this, but I kind of like came out to a point here. I don't know, it seemed like a fun thing to do at the time, but I'm just gonna try to make sure that this is blended so it doesn't look super harsh, you know? Okay, I actually kind of want to add just a little bit more. It's not as red as I thought it was going to be. It's a little bit more on the muted side, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. Like when it first applies, it looks pretty red, and then it kind of dried down. Just a little bit darker maybe, so I think that looks pretty though. I'm gonna take my sponge and just try to clean this up over here because it looks a little bit on the sloppy side. But you know what, for my first time trying these out, and I don't use products like this a ton, so I'm not really the best application wise, I don't think I did too bad, right? Okay, so that is what the eyeshadow is looking like. I think it's pretty. I think as I play with them more, I'll probably get a little bit better at like how to apply them and everything, but I don't think that that looks bad. I think that looks pretty good, to be honest. Like, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the second eye here with Ruby Heist. So I went ahead and blended it out a bit, and then just like with the other, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more just to bring back some of that actual like ruby color. Just kind of apply it a little bit lower. There, okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I worked a little quicker on this eye, and I think that that helped. I don't know if the eyes are also exactly even, but again, I feel like that'll come with time and me practicing. I'm gonna definitely try out more of these. First impression, am pretty impressed. Not gonna lie, I thought this was going to kind of be a disaster, but they blended out super easily. Even the Ruby Heist, once I placed it down and I immediately had the blending brush here, it blended so easily into that first shade. I'm pretty impressed with these. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna finish off the eyes just a bit later, but I'm gonna move over to the highlighter. And I decided to try out one of the loose highlighters because they also sent 2 pressed ones, but I didn't know if either shade would be great for me. And also I've tried those highlighters in the past and I didn't love them. I've never tried the loose highlights, which I'm not normally a fan of, but I figure I could try something a little bit different. So it says, due to popular demand, Wet n Wild is bringing back the Mega Glow Loose Highlighting Powder with not only new, but also fan favorite shades. These are infused with iridescent pigments. It's a shimmer power to illuminate high points of your face. You can use it on your own or mix it in with a favorite base product, and these are $6.99. So I grabbed out the shade I'm So Lit. Yes, I am on a Monday. Why not? So I'm going to go ahead and try this out. I did go ahead and open it before I started filming just so it didn't take me forever. One thing I don't love about Wet n Wild packaging is I feel like everything is so hard to open with just like the sticker. I don't know what it is, but does anyone else have that? And I was trying to open this and I scratched it all up with my scissors and I was just kind of having a hard time. But this is what the powder looks like. So I don't love loose powders because I just feel like loose highlights and whatnot, because I just feel like they get really, really messy. But we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. So I grabbed out a highlighting brush here. This is from Stilazzi. It's the S509. So I'm just gonna kind of dip it in the product here. Actually, should I swatch it? Okay, I don't like putting my fingers in makeup, but we're gonna do it just so I can get an idea, just to make sure. I think that this shade will, holy shit. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Holy bananas. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I decided to swatch it. For whatever reason, I don't like putting my fingers in makeup. It's very weird. I almost never swatch things. I go right into eyeshadow palettes and whatever, just boom, 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 right onto the eyes. And I almost just picked up so much product, and that would have probably been a disaster. That is crazy. Whoa, I did not see that coming. Oh my goodness, thank goodness I did that. Okay, I'm going to dip very loosely in here, and we will start from there and build it up if we need to. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let me put this down before I spill it. Yes, put it on the brand new laptop. That's a good idea, Samantha. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh my gracious. Oh, can you even imagine if I would have just dipped in like I was planning to do? Whoa. This is crazy. Wow, Wet n Wild. I'm really impressed. Wow. You guys know I love a blinding highlight. Like, just give it to me all the way. Wow. So even though, you know, yeah, it's the loose highlight, it might not be my favorite like formula, but dang. Can you see me or can you see me? Okay. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So I'm kind of just making that C around my face. Since I thought the foundation was a little bit matte, I'll touch kind of like the, you know, the high points of my forehead here just to kind of bring a little bit more of a glow. Wow. Okay. I will say it's a little bit glittery, but it's really not too much. It's not too much. I don't think that it looks bad. And I like the shade. And wow, I really didn't have to work hard for that. I'm not picking up any extra product, but I'm just going to kind of run my brush down the center of my nose and then also the tip of my nose. So here is the highlight, and I'm so lit. You know, I wasn't lit before, but I sure am now. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face again with this coconut water. Again, like I said, I felt like the foundation's a little bit matte, so I'm gonna kind of spray, refresh, hydrate, all that good stuff before I put my mascara on too. And then I think I'm just gonna go ahead and like add mascara and liner off camera since I don't have anything new. And then we need to come back and try out the lip products. So I started to put my mascara on and then I was like, wait, I haven't done anything on for my lower lash line. I was like, what am I gonna do here? So I'm gonna keep trying these because I'm pretty interested. So I picked out a shade to kind of smudge on the lower lash line, and I also picked out a shade for like an inner corner highlight, and we will just see how this goes. But the one that I grabbed out, this is another one of the cream shadows, and this is in the shade Sandcastles. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing and kind of dot this on the lower lash line, and then I'm going to blend it out and see how it goes. I'm a little bit worried about this, but let me see here. Okay, so I'm gonna take a Sigma E39 and just use that to blend out. I really can't get over how easily these blend, to be honest. Like even on the lower lash line, it's super smooth, super easy. I just wanted a little something, like I don't normally leave my lower lash line bare, so I just really wanted a little something down here. Okay, and then this is one of these shimmer liquid shadows. This one is in the shade Cashmere Love. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dot like a little bit on the inner corner just to give us like some sparkle over here. Ooh, that's pretty. This was about like the lightest one I thought I could find, so. Ooh, just a little inner corner highlight. I don't know if I love it, but it'll do. Okay, now I'm adding my Maybelline Total Temptation mascara, another one in my February Shopped by Stash, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do the bottom lashes. Alrighty, so we just have lips to finish off with. So it says, the Wet n Wild is adding a new finish to your favorite lip collection. Say hello to the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick. It says, inspired by our best-selling Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick, this new lustrous lip lacquer combines all the comfort and shine of a gloss with the high pigmentation of a lipstick. It's infused with a blend of vitamins, plant-based oils, and butters, and it's a creamy texture to provide superior moisture, and nourishment. These are $4.99. And they come in 13 shades. I'm not gonna lie, that's interesting to me. Okay, so I'm curious to try these out. I was not a fan of the matte lipsticks, and I know a lot of people were, and I was not a fan of those. I grabbed out two different shades, both in the nude variety, of course. I think I kind of want to do the more nude ones. We have Send Nudes and then Cedar Later. I think I'm gonna do Send Nudes since we have more of like this red lip going on, red eye look going on, but okay, let's go ahead and give it a shot. So here's what the applicator looks like. All right, let's try it out. So kind of right off the bat, I feel like I don't get a lot of product on the applicator. Like it just doesn't pick up a whole lot, so you kind of got to come back in several times. The shade in Send Nudes, I think that it looks good. I do like good nudes. So it took a little bit to apply it. You just don't get a lot of product on the applicator. It feels good. Kind of when I'm applying it, it feels kind of like I'm really dragging it across my lips, but I think that it looks pretty good on the lips. And again, a nice amount of color. You know, we have that shine in there. Like, I'm not mad at it. I'm not like necessarily blown away right off the bat, but I'm not mad at it. And I think it looks good with the look and everything. So, okay. So, I mean, I'll definitely be giving these a whirl, and I'll come back in a couple weeks just like I always do with my first impression videos and give my full thoughts on everything. That is going to wrap it up for today's Wet n Wild video. I'd love to know what you guys thought. So to kind of run through everything, I did like the primer water, you know, kind of right off the bat. I don't have like a ton of thoughts on it, but I did really like the way it smelled, and I felt like it was really like hydrating for the skin. I felt like it definitely gave me a lot of moisture right away. For the stick foundation, I'll definitely be curious to kind of give it more of a shot. You know, I'm still looking at my skin. I mean, I've been filming for over an hour now, so I've had the foundation on for a while, but I'll definitely be curious to see what I think of it. I don't mind it off the bat though. I don't know if it is going to turn into like a favorite, but like kind of just right off the bat, I didn't mind it. I don't know if the shade match again is like 100% for me right now, but I think that it's good enough that I can, you know, work with it and everything, but not too bad, which is pretty, I mean, I think that's pretty exciting. The bronzer I do like as well. I thought the bronzer was really nice. The highlight had me especially impressed. I can't wait to watch this video back and see my face of when I first applied it, because I feel like that would be pretty funny. For these liquid eyeshadows, okay, these kind of like really stole the show for me. I know my eye look probably isn't like 100% perfect, but like I said, I don't work with these a ton, but I'm excited to keep trying them because I really can't believe how well these blend out, both in my crease and also on the lower lash line when I did that. So quick, very easy to blend out. Like I'm pretty intrigued by these, and again, the metallic one, I thought that was really pretty too. I really don't love the inner corner. Like I feel like it's almost too wet looking, especially like right here. I just feel like it kind of looks awkward, so don't mind that. But I thought that we could just give it a try, but maybe it won't be the best for that. But I'm pretty darn intrigued by the liquid shadows. And for the new liquid catsuit formula, I think that they look pretty good so far. So I'll try out, you know, a couple different shades and let you guys know what I think here in a couple weeks after I try everything out, you know, a handful more times and I have more thoughts on everything. But I would love to know what you guys thought of all these products that I was testing out. What have you picked up? What have you been trying? You know, what maybe caught your attention? I would love to know. But I hope that you guys had fun trying out some Wet n Wild makeup with me today. Again, thank you to Wet n Wild for sending me all these products. This was really fun to try everything out. So yeah, other than that, if you guys did enjoy today's video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.